Without this one single thing, you're going to have a very difficult time trying to sell anything online. So if you want to learn how to sell more stuff online of whatever you're selling, your products, services, you name it, then watch all the way to the end of this video, where I will show you this one element that will drastically increase your online sales and your conversion rates. So if you're ready, let's get into it, shall we? Now, when you're trying to sell your product or service online, you really need to consider what you're doing. You are trying to provide an answer to a certain person's problem. And in that, there's a lot of in-between. There is a gap, if you will. Sometimes somebody has a problem, but they have no idea it exists. Other times, they're on the other end of the spectrum, and they're just right on the edge. They just need a little something to push them over. That could be something as simple as just saying a few words that handle a certain objection. But how do we bridge that gap with your customers where they may not even know that they have a problem to the point that they see you as the answer to their problem and they're ready to take action and purchase whatever it is from you? So how do we do that? We use this one timeless tool that has worked for ages, and I mean ages and ages and ages, to influence people. You know what it is? Go ahead and put in comments, see if you can guess what it is. No cheating though. Some people can, people will know if you cheated. So make sure you do that. So what is it? Stories. That's what it is. Now, what specifically about stories are so effective? I think to the greatest teacher of all time, and that is the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He taught in parables. Not saying he always taught in parables, but that is just one of the tools that he used. And the reason he would do that is because the stories that parables are highly effective. So you see, when you use stories as tools of influence, you're doing a few things. Number one, you're giving an opportunity for that person to learn a lesson. Another thing you're also doing is giving them an opportunity to see themselves in that scenario and say, hey, that's kind of like me. I can relate to this in this certain capacity. And also, a big thing that when you use stories you can do is create new belief in a person. You see, we may not even realize it or not, but we all have beliefs. Some of them have come from subconscious programming. Some of them have come from active study. We don't always know where these stories that are in our head come from, but we all have them. We have stories about what we believe about religion and politics and money and people's products and services. And your ideal customers each have their own individual stories about your product or service. But what you'll often find in the sales process is they're generally the same types of things. And these are the things that are holding back these objections that they have. So how does somebody overcome these objections? One of the best ways is with stories. But you see, everybody has beliefs, and your ideal customer has beliefs on their journey as well. So you have really, what you're trying to do is get them on this, some people would call it a straight line, I don't care what you call it, but you try to get them on this path. From over here, where they're starting, to over here. Here's where they have their problem. I didn't write that beautifully, but they got a problem here, and here is where you solve it. Right? And this person is happy, and this person is sad. This person's looking for something. So how do you bridge the gap? How do you do it? What are you going to use to bridge this gap right here? I'm telling you, the best way to do that is with a story. Use stories to bridge the gap. And there's all kinds of hurdles in between here. All these stepping stones, from not understanding that they need to go on this journey, not even understanding why they have the problem, not knowing if other people have faced this. All these different things, all these different elements. There's all these different elements that are incorporated in stories that you need to be able to know how to use so you can get the person from focusing on their problem, or not even focused on their problem. They don't even know the problem exists, but it's bad, to the point that you're solving it. And if you'd like to learn how you can use stories in your digital marketing strategy in such a way that it influences your ideal customer to purchase from you, I've got a resource that is perfect for you. I spent a number of months working on this, put a lot of time, effort, and energy putting it together. It's called the Sales Message Creation Roadmap ebook. That's right, I wrote an ebook and it's for you. And look, for a limited time, you can get this thing for just $1 because I don't want anybody to have any excuse not to be able to have a high converting online sales message. It's going to show you how to use stories to influence your ideal customers to buy from you. It's going to show you how to handle their objections before they even come into their own mind. It's powerful. It's awesome. It's the framework that we use with our clients that we work with as well. So I'm telling you, you want to check it out. You want to go get it. Links in the description. Don't miss out. Go get your copy right now.